I super appreciate you offering to help run our Coach Basics course. This is a really fun time, a wonderful growing experience, and an incredible way to give back, to learn, and to connect with other coaches on the team. So, thank you first and foremost for being here. I'm going to keep this video extremely short because what you've gotten yourself into is actually quite simple. Running Coach Basics is not hard at all. The most difficult thing is just going to be remembering to be present and engaged and give these new kids your heart. So the process is very simple. You are going to simply sign up for a time and date that you would like to run a video chat. That can be a time and date that works for you. We try to cover a daytime, a nighttime, and a weekend so that everybody has somebody that they can fit with, because some people work nights, some people work days, some people don't work, right? But they have to wait for maybe their husband to be home, to be on a video call, whatever it is. They're going to find different ways to connect with you guys. You will be shared, that document is shared with you at your email address. You'll simply log in with your Google Doc, or Google Drive now is what it's called, information, and put your name and date. Make sure that you do take a look at the master document in the TITF training crew group to make sure you don't schedule your time the same time as someone else, because we're all using one master login, because the TITF Zoom chat is enabled for more people and longer time. So we want to make sure that we're not overlapping because two people can't use it at once. So make sure that you check that. And then when you're done, you're actually going to log into the Zoom, create your meeting, make it a reoccurring meeting. I highly recommend you do the enable join before host so that they don't have to wait for you to get on to join. They can all be waiting when you come on the call. And then you will schedule the meeting. You'll make it a reoccurring meeting. You'll save that to your own personal electronic calendar, and then you'll set up the reoccurrence yourself. What you'll do is you'll notice that after your video chat is all set up, everyone's listed their email address for you. You'll actually send them a calendar invite from your own calendar by copying and pasting and just dropping those right in. It's very simple, especially if you use Google Calendar, which is what I recommend. You're also going to want to take the information, your day, your time, and your link, and your call-in number, and go ahead and drop it into two places. First place you're going to drop it into is in the TITF training crew master document, again, so the next person knows not to schedule the call when you're scheduling it. And then you're also going to drop it into the document that's actually in the Coach Basics course that you're leading. And that's going to allow people who forget or can't find it, or who want to jump onto your call because they missed their own. Maybe they missed their Tuesday call, so they're coming to your Wednesday call, to have easy access to the information. Honestly, it's kind of good for us too, because we lose stuff too, so why not, right? Those are the two places that information is going to go. After that, your whole job is simply going to be to take attendance and run the video chats. It is a very simple process. My assistant has created a roster for us. That roster has everyone's name on it. You'll simply go locate the people who have signed up for your video chat and put your name next to their name under the video leader section. You will then make sure that they've finished their checklist, and you'll just go look for their comment saying that they've done it. And you'll put a little X there. Now, for the attendance, it's very, very simple, and I'm going to ask that you please follow this process, because my assistant will do some little things for us along the way, and if you use a different process, it will confuse her, and it causes more work for her, which costs me more money, which this is not the point, right? So what I'm going to ask you to do, there's 2 posts every day, morning and evening. They're at 6:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. The group has 24 hours to complete the assignment. So 24 hours after the assignment's been posted, basically just once a day, pop in there. And what I recommend you do is Control F. Locate the day by using the Facebook search function. Type in day 23. You'll see all 3 posts for day 23. Facebook search is right up in the right-hand corner. You'll see the morning, the fun fact, the evening. Click on the morning one, expand all of the comments, and Control F. When you Control F on your screen, you can simply then type in the last name of the person, or any part of their name, honestly, but last name seems to work best for me. And it will pop up and it will show you, yes, they did comment. Wonderful. You're simply going to put an X in the spot for that assignment. So if it's day 23, morning post, that's an X. If you find a if they didn't do the evening post on day 23, that would be an O. Very simple. If you are looking and you go through, you're fixing them because you had an X and an O or two O's, there's nobody there for whatever reason. So X is done, 0 is empty. That's kind of how that looks. So O, 0, whatever. I mean, that all looks the same to me. You might have put late because they did it later. Because what we're going to do is at the end of each week, we're just going to backtrack really quickly, one time only. Do not make this a big project for yourself. One time per week, the end of the week, look back and go through all of the zeros and see if they were completed. Go to this, okay, day 23, I saw 2 people of mine had zeros. We go back to day 23, check those out, see if they were completed. If they weren't completed, that's a late. That's just an L. So only 3 things really. You don't need to put a dash, you don't need to do anything extra, just X, O, L. That's it. There's nothing else you need to be doing. You may find that throughout this situation, people are having a lot of zeros. What I recommend doing is then going in that comment that you just checked and it wasn't done in 24 hours, tag them. So it'd be like, at Amber Scott, I don't see your comment here. Make sure you get this taken care of. Something nice, like don't be rude, but also at the same time, like, what are you doing? Get your stuff together. Like they can't just not do their work. So we kind of stay on top of them like that. On the video chats, it's actually a really simple process. You're going to just mark them that they were there. X or 0. I don't count late video chats as late unless they're like really late. Try not to be like really crazy because this is a new class. So when I was running mine, if they came in like and we were about to wrap up, then I'm like, really, come on. Like, okay, I'll give you a late instead of a 0. But for the most part, either they're there or they're not. Whatever works for you. On the video chat, you'll always be given a topic. So the very first week is quite simple. Just calm them down, answer their questions, ease their fears, etc. These video chats start week 1. So if you have a Monday or something like that, you're up like that. You have your first chat. If it's later in the week, then that works too. So you'll kind of look back. But you'll have a topic for each video. That's available to you. There's a list available to you on what it is in the TITF Coach Basics posts. There's also a document, so it should be really easy for you to follow along. And really all we're doing is talking about specifically the assignments that we went over. So if it's time management week, we're going to talk about where's your biggest struggle in time management. Like, let's just talk them through these things because it's a lot of information, but we know how to do it because we've been doing it. So let's help them through it in a way that's a little less scary and really positive and helpful. One task you're going to do that's only a one-time task is you are going to make partners. The partners are very simply put together using the system that you can find in the documents of this group. It involves their age, their location, their gem, etc. Please just follow that process. And please, when you go to pair them up in the partners document, underneath the partners document, please list them individually in their partnerships. So let's say I was going to pair up Jane and Jimmy. I don't know where they came from. Pretend they're partners. I'm actually going to type at Jane, her name populates, tags it, and at Jimmy, name populates, tags it, enter. It's the only thing going on that line. You will do that for every single one of your partners. Now, if you have an uneven number, that's okay. That happens. Just grab somebody else for another group and say, hey, who's your last person? Let's put them together. And they'll get a partner too. And you guys can work out who tags who or whatever. What this allows us to do is that if someone drops out of the group, we can very clearly see, because it grays out their name, who needs a partner. And we might see there's 2 or 3 people. It is significantly easier this way. I've done this a lot of times, so please follow that process. Someone always forgets to do that. So that's going to be done on Friday. Excuse me. Friday of Coach Basics, the very first Friday. The reason why we do wait until Friday is we don't want to give someone a partner that's not going to stick around. And if anyone's going to drop out, it'll be in the first week. People don't drop out after the first week. They stick around. I mean, once they're in, if they can get through the checklist and they understand the process, they're golden. So if we have people at that point, we're going to be fine. So, I mean, really, it's very simple. Attendance, video chat, partners. That's it. That's all you're going to do. It's only 30 days. I'm just going to ask that when you are with the people, that you be as engaged, present, and positive as possible. Remind them that, you're not their upline, so you're not stepping in to answer every one of their questions. This isn't like a mentor thing. If they have questions, they have the Facebook group. We will all jump in and answer those questions. You do not need to answer their questions the second they ask them. You guys have businesses to run, families, jobs. Take care of your own stuff first, and then schedule some time each day to pop in and answer questions for them. They can wait. They know that you're volunteers. They know that you know you're not their beck and call. They're adults. You don't have to stress out on that. Obviously, answer them when you can. We don't want to leave them waiting days and days. We want to be timely. At the same time, they can wait for a response. Don't be frantic. Don't set that expectation that you are going to be there all the time, because then that might make them think, oh, I don't ever want to help run a Coach Basics because I don't want to be there all the time. I can't, and we don't want that to be the situation, right? We want to constantly have people to run the courses. So that is really it, you guys. It's not hard. Running Coach Basics is probably one of the easiest things as far as leadership roles on this team. And it's one of the most fulfilling, rewarding, and exciting as well. So really have a good time, get to know each other, enjoy it, and let's get some kids graduated, shall we? Make sure you're just as excited about running Emerald Essentials, which is another group we're going to do after this. If you really enjoy this, reach out to me to run that one as well. It's a little bit more advanced. It's also a lot of fun. So have an awesome rest of your day. Thanks for watching, you guys.